we're here. We're queer. Chris is, anyways. And that's about it, man. It's 1:37.
Queer, racist, everything.
You're racist? I didn't.
No, you always call me racist.
You threw that out. I didn't say shit.
You always call me that.
I don't remember that. If you're going to claim it, though, I ain't going to deny it.
Hey, welcome, one and all, to this beautiful, blustery...
whatever day it is.
70 degrees.
Yeah, we don't know what day it is when they listen to this.
Nah.
Shit, they may not even listen. Listens are down. What, do they hate us?
They're down this week.
They hate us?
They'll rebound.
I think they hate us.
They could hate us.
Yeah. Hey, guys.
You know the cool thing about them hating us?
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't either.
Who cares? I ain't getting rich anytime soon.
One day we're going to figure out what launches a podcast to the next level. And then all these people, I've been listening to them for years. Fuck you.
I think I got to blow Joe Rogan. I mean, that might be the only thing that does it. And I don't think he'd let me.
He might.
No.
You know what?
And I ain't trying.
There's a lot of real tough masculine guys that suck dicks.
That I didn't say he was going to suck a dick.
Well, if you suck dick, you probably don't mind a man sucking yours.
Definitely there, but I don't think the other way around goes. I don't think if you mind a guy sucking your dick means you're going to suck a dick.
I'm not. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not in that category, either category.
Me either.
But I know people in that category, and I don't think it flies that way.
I don't know anybody in one of those categories.
I bet you Ryan would let a dude suck his dick.
You think?
Yeah. The proper amount of, like, Xanax or Percocet and stuff and alcohol, you know.
You know when Ryan
13 deep.
Here's when Ryan would let somebody suck his dick.
Yeah.
When his wife said, I want to see a guy suck your dick.
Maybe. I don't know that would play as big of a factor as you think. His wife doesn't. He's not. You know, she doesn't drag him around by his dick. That's
I'm
not
not
the way
suggesting
their
he does,
works.
but I think sexually, anything she suggests, he tries.
Well, I think he just tries anything.
That's what I love
so,
about.
I mean, I think most of those are probably his idea, not her idea.
That's what I love about Ryan.
But either way, any man that has the ability to jerk off while watching another man receive a blowjob from another man,
and he came, right?
And come. Then I believe that man could also be blown by a guy and enjoy his day.
See, I couldn't feel whisker stubble on my junk, and I couldn't.
I don't think I could either, but whatever makes your day, man. I don't give a fuck. Blowjobs for everyone.
And I knew a gay guy
especially
who used to always
goddamn
say,
school shooters.
I used to work with a gay guy who used to say, "A woman can't suck a dick as good as a man." Just like a man can't eat pussy as good as a woman. We know what we like, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
A woman's mouth is softer.
No, it's not.
It is.
They're not. The inside of the mouth is the inside of the mouth. And you don't.
Men have muscles in their face that clench down.
That sounds better. You know what I mean? You like a girl that does Kegel, right? It's maybe the muscle would be better. I'm not sure. I can't go out and as an experienced person on either one of these and make a clean argument. So we need to find someone. We need to find someone that goes both ways, and then they got to legitimately go both ways, and that's hard to find. That enjoy both the same is what I'm saying. Like there's some gay guys that'll fuck a woman every once in a while. But
there's probably
they're still really into dudes.
Let a dude suck their dick to get to the pussy, that kind of thing. Hey, we're a
married
couple.
Yeah, sounds like your friend back in Arizona might do that. Mr. I'm going to jump in your load, Tommy, whatever his name was.
He might.
Did he listen?
Of
course not. Only like 9 people did.
No, he normally does.
Not 9. Shut up, Nathan. Son of a bitch. So what happened this week? Anything exciting? Anything fun?
Yeah, a few things. Had a real bad day with the college system or whatever, but after being repeatedly rescheduled for the Manzillion by this woman, I ordered a Manzillion kit. I just need to either do it myself or get somebody to do it. But I've got the waxing kit and the strips and all that.
I feel like that's not the same. That's a step down in the excitement level for me.
Is it?
Yeah, because
I just wanted it done.
I know, and I understand where you're coming from a strictly
aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic appearance. You need to get this out of the way, but for the giggles, I feel like I need to have it be some fucking rough and tough professional that just pulls at your ass hair like they don't care. Well, you're gonna pull at your ass hair like they're your ass hair, and when you pull at your own ass hair, you're not gonna give it the same tug.
In order to get that hair out, you have to give the same tug.
I don't know.
You're ripping these hairs out by the fucking follicles.
I know
man.
one thing. Don't have Get Pussy do it, because he can't fucking whack someone worth of shit.
Probably drunk. Get Pussy could have.
Yeah, you're right.
You know who would be willing to do it probably is Hairy Guy. I'm not going to let a guy do it, but I think he likes cock and darts.
Well, he likes darts, so therefore he likes cock. It's not like a...
Goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't think he liked cock before darts, but once he dove into that subculture, you just have to, right?
He's got hero worship.
You know, he put up a dart video the other day.
I saw it.
And I watched maybe like 2 minutes of it.
He ranted and raved over
For
it.
one thing, the dart
Only
players...
4 of these guys are going to the World Championship.
For one thing, the dart players didn't look exceptionally great.
Oh, no, none of them do.
I feel like if you're a professional dart player, you should be able to never not hit your target. You know, darts isn't that hard. Fucking drunk guys do it all the time and get decent scores.
Yeah.
So therefore, professionals should be just like boom, boom, boom. You know,
And in
it's
that
like when a
video, they were
professional
playing
bowler
soft
doesn't
tip.
get a 300. You're like, what? You fucking loser. Come on, my grandpa got
Yeah,
a
but you know-
300. You do this all the time,
Yeah,
and
but
you
they
can't.
say it all has to fact of how they oiled the lane, and you know. Every
Yeah,
lane's
I know.
different.
And then the
But
one little.
with darts,
I think that's a
there's
little
no
bit less.
fucking difference.
Yeah.
It's a board the same distance away, and you've
Yep.
got the same fucking dart in your hand. Because all these geeks bring their own darts. You know what I was?
And they all wear those goofy shirts that Harry guy wears now.
I know they're like bowling shirts.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny
Or
is
softball shirts.
This fucking my son came over, and he's like, "Hey, I've got a new show I really like." It's not a new show, but he watched it for the first time, and that was BattleBots, where they build these big extravagant robots.
aware of
and they
BattleBots.
fight. And actually, some of them are pretty fun to watch. The technology in this thing, but we watched about 3 or 4 episodes last night, and these dorks in that crowd, you can't find one that's a non-dork.
No, but the good thing about those dorks compared to the dorks that do darts is those are smart dorks.
Oh, they're genius.
Those
dorks,
are all like future engineers. Those are the people that are going to
Yeah.
be building America for the next 50 years. These dart guys are going to be nothing but like fingering their grandma on a Saturday night. These are fucking losers. So
Well, all the Latino women that fucking
no,
throw
they just happen to
themselves
be
at it.
next door. You know what they're like? They're like, hey, there's a bunch of nerds next door that'll probably buy us drinks if we go over there because they haven't seen a pussy in 15 years.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and then they went next door and got all their free drinks and then went the fuck home and didn't fuck anyone. Maybe ruffled some head. Hey, hairy guy.
But the fact is, he keeps posting these fucking videos, and I'm like, don't keep telling the world that you're a fucking tool.
He really wants to come on the show and confront us about this, by the way. He told me the other day.
Yeah, fucking dork. I'll let him, believe me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then we'll have a whole bunch of pictures of the best dart players in the world, and they're all fucking dorks.
We should challenge her. We should actually just bring a dartboard in here and see if we can beat them.
We should do that.
Yeah, 'cause-
or we should just get any one of our friends that doesn't compete in darts but likes to play.
Yeah, our best dart
That's
friend.
still good, yeah, and beat his ass.
Yeah, we should probably get something like
That's what we're going to do, Harry Guy. Fuck you. I don't think you're any good.
Yeah, if you guys are out there and you don't claim to be a professional darter and you're not in a dart league, Joffrey, you're out too, you fucking dork. But, you know, anyone that's not in a dart league or knows nothing like that, you just happen to get drunk on a Tuesday night and throw a dart every so often and you're decent, let us know.
Because we want you to take down Harry Guy.
We want you to beat the shit out of Harry Guy.
And then what we're going to do after you do is we're going to take every one of Harry Guy's dreams of being a professional darter and just fucking crush him into a fine powder and make him leave here like a little defeated bitch.
I don't think we have to do that. I think those dreams are already in a fine powder.
I think he
truly
just
carries
thinks
them
in a
around
couple
his back
years
pocket.
he's going to be somewhere on ESPN 51.
Yeah, the Ocho.
Yeah, doing darts.
The Ocho was up yesterday. They had you ever seen the slippery stairs? That was a whole sport.
No.
And it was this big staircase, and these people at the top would just shoot it with lube the whole time, and you had like 6 people trying to climb to the top, and they'd just go up halfway and fall over and over again. That
was probably funny to watch.
It was men, women, and then boys and girls. And the boys were the best. The little boys, not because they were good at it, because every single one of them, when they would fall, they'd try to take everyone else out. The other
But if you
people
get
didn't
to
do that.
near the top and slip, you could like
They're
dive.
obviously soft. It's not like we're talking about some hardwood stairs or anything. You know what I mean? They're obviously soft kind of stairs, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it seems like it would
fucking
be.
shout out to the Ocho.
Hey, speaking of Ocho, which is Mexican, we've got a call in today.
Oh, you want to get to him right away?
I do because
just in case.
I don't know what he's planning on doing.
Yeah.
It's our old friend, comedian Bob Rocky.
I'm guessing he's probably planning on smoking crack, but here, we'll give him a call.
He smokes a lot of crack. I've got questions for him. Did you make any questions?
No, we got to hope that this works, by the way. Oh, that's the thing. There we go. Volume.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bob Rocky.
Did you say donuts?
Are you there?
I'm here. Are you on one of those burner phones?
There we go. I got a razor.
You got a razor? You can get those
I
for
got a
like
razor.
$35.99 nowadays.
Come on now. Oh, really? I got it ripped off.
Bob, what's going on with you, buddy? It's been a while since we've talked to you.
Yeah, it's been, woo, not much, Fuck, turned 60.
God, you're old.
Fuck, tell me about it, guys.
At least you're willing to admit it. Chris still does not accept the fact that he's old.
Because I don't know what accept means.
What?
I don't know what accept means, so I won't accept it because I don't know what that fucking means.
Don't accept it. Now,
I don't accept it.
How do you pronounce that word?
Accept. A-C-C-E-P-T.
See, I thought that's when you
Sounds like
with,
there's an X there.
See, I thought the one that started with the EX was that.
No, that means other than. Like, I would rather have
Yeah, but I thought one was...
accept.
honestly, I'm speaking as a true level-headed retard. I thought that it was pronounced that way, and that accept was the one that started with the EX.
No.
And then accept you pronounce different because it was spelled different.
You're incorrect.
I'm going with it, man.
Just axe anybody.
Maybe that's it.
I am looking for my questions because we got a little thing for you today.
Chris has questions for you. He has them, but he's like normal unprepared. So
Because I can't find Google Docs on here. You ever notice that? Pull it up on there.
how am I going to pull up? Oh, it's okay. It's on
On
our
the podcast thing. Hey,
All
Bob, how's the... first of all, I have a question for you. What the fuck are you driving to Sholo all the time for?
Where the fuck is Sholo?
I do, good question. I'm in Sholo, Arizona right now. Every Saturday, but as a fixed route where I pick up whether I think they're eyeballs or something like that. Anything that has to do with transplants, and then I pick them up from the hospital in Phoenix, and I drive them up to Sholo and drop them off at a particular location.
See, I wouldn't think there was any way in the world I couldn't pull over, open up those fucking coolers, and see what was in there.
Yeah, I definitely
Oh,
looked.
I've looked at the manifest, but they got them so well packed. There's no way I could replicate, the packing. They're very intricate, and it's almost like being on Mission Impossible 5. It's very nice.
5.
Very good.
What
Very
would you
smart.
do? What would you do if your job called you and said, "Hey, today you're taking a whole load of dicks to a place we're running a dick thing where we're gonna cut dicks open"?
There's no way I wouldn't steal a dick.
I'd steal one too.
I need a dick.
I'm going to tell you. I would ask a question of, I have no problem taking dicks. No, I mean, that didn't sound good. I don't have a problem transporting dicks at all.
But what if
That's all I'd say.
you would want to take one, wouldn't you? If they were doing like a dick study where they were just going to cut dicks open and see if all dicks were the same inside, and there was like a whole bag of dicks, and they didn't know how many dicks there were, wouldn't you take one?
Well, I would take the biggest one for sure. Yeah, I would be lying if I said I wouldn't. I would take one.
Yeah, you'd have to,
Yeah.
really. I mean,
Well, it would be if I was on a softball team or something like that, and it was for the team, I would take a dick for the team.
well, it sounds like you're a team player. Not everyone is, but you're willing to take a dick for
Thank
the team,
you.
and that's more than most would.
Thank you.
Those sons of
That's
bitches.
not a problem.
Yeah,
I enjoy that.
you enjoy taking a dick for the team.
So now that COVID's settled down, is the stand-up comedy thing getting a little bit more often?
I just did. Good question. Great question, as a matter of fact.
Thank you. I'm
First-time
professional.
caller, long-time listener. Here's I did a Heroin Anonymous convention
Ooh.
on the when was it? 23rd or something.
Heroin
Of
Anonymous.
July. It was a different type of convention. They paid a lot better than any venue, but we're a weird crowd. Fucking heroin addicts that get sober are weird.
I mean, they have
But
to
if
be.
they're sober, they might give you a laugh or two. If they're fucked up on heroin, nothing you say is going to be funny.
Yeah, That's not true. I think a junkie could laugh.
The
junkies laugh, Bob.
but it's not a real sincere laugh. It's like not even a courtesy laugh. It's just like a drool laugh. It's not good. We had to give them. Here's one that I used. I said, "Listen, did everybody get their neck brace to keep you got your head up for?" And they didn't quite get it because usually heroin addicts nod out. That's my joke. That's it. That's what we get.
I'd have given you a good chuckle on that one.
They wouldn't.
No.
That's going to go right over their fucking laid down heads.
They're filthy. They're filthy people.
Yeah.
And, no, they're not.
Bad.
They're not. They're not. Actually, they were pretty cool.
And I think you have a good chance of, like getting blown or something at one of those things. Junkies are pretty much no inhibitions, right?
Well, not only that, but usually you turn one addiction to another. So a lot of those junkies, or especially the women, the former crackheads, former junkies, become sex addicts.
Yeah.
They just turn, instead of crack, they go to dick.
Would you capitalize on that?
There's not really any real pure addicts out there anymore. Like back in my day, and also Cheese's day, that was a long time ago. There were pure heroin addicts where all they'd listen to was jazz and they'd let the fingers burn with cigarettes in them and just nod out and talk real cool and scratch their face. There used to be pure addicts like that. They're not anymore.
I think there's still junkies out there.
They're really pure addicts now are only paint huffers.
Well, those are the coolest anyways.
Paint huffers are cool.
Yeah, I enjoy a good paint huffer. You want to get to your questions, Chris?
Them.
All right, Bob, I've got some weird questions for you because we're trying to get inside your mind, and I want honest, sincere answers and explanations on these questions, if you don't mind.
And first, we got a new intro song.
Oh, we got an intro for this.
Okay, sure. I'll do it.
7 shitty questions. 7
Hello?
shitty questions.
I can't hear it.
7 shitty.
There you go. I got you now.
7 shitty questions, and the cool thing about it is,
Featuring Bob asking questions in the middle.
and it's kind of a jazz fusion thing to go along with what we were talking about.
Well, it's supposed to be, I told him Primus.
Oh, it does sound like Primus a
you
little
got
bit.
the bass. So, yeah, that's what he was supposed to be doing. I don't know.
All right, so Bob, the name of this one is 7 Shitty Questions, and I wrote 8, so we're going to cut one of these out.
And obviously, the guest can't hear that song. You couldn't hear that song?
You heard it at the end.
I can't hear a song at all.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
It's gone now. But
My first
What
question
song
to you,
is
Bob. It's his buddy does all of our segment
Okay.
music, and it's
Sound bed of probably filth.
okay. Now these are going to go in no particular order, but we will only ask 7. Okay. Have you ever anywhere, Bob, for any reason, hidden drugs in your anus? And
Yes.
please elaborate.
Oh, you want to know the reason?
Yeah, I want to know the situation. Tell me
Okay.
about one time you hid drugs
yeah.
in your anus.
I'm going to tell you, it wasn't for smuggling purposes. Not while I was in prison. No, I left that up to the pros. The rectal cavity. When I did dope up my butt, I did what they called butt rockets.
What's a butt
where,
rocket?
A butt rocket is where you fill a syringe minus the needle. You fill it up with your desired amount of methamphetamine and put water in it, and you shake it up and make sure it's dissolved. And then you uncap it, and then you put it in your butt, and then you shoot it up into your butt. And then you hold it in, and you don't let it come out. And then you have a large boner, and you start humping walls and stuff.
So you're telling me, because I've heard that if you pour liquor or something in your butthole, it will absorb quickly.
Oh, it's completely different than shooting it or snorting it or even eating it. But yeah, butt rocket. I'd have to say, ding, 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 ding on that one.
ding, 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 ding.
All right, Jason, pick one of those questions.
Oh, you're asking the fucking questions. I don't care.
All right. All right, Bob. Which one of these would you fuck first? If you have to fuck one of these, okay?
Sure.
A very old grandmother who was disfigured. Let's say for purposes of disfigurement, she had a stroke and 3/4 of her face were paralyzed, and like one arm was frozen. Okay, and she's really old. You fuck her first, or are you fucking a very attractive woman, but you're 90% sure that that's a man?
Huh.
But you're not 100. You're like 90.
I'm vain. I couldn't take the palsy. I couldn't take the old palsy with the big fur, gray fur bush. I couldn't do it. I would if I had a different choice, but I would take the good-looking perm.
Good-looking what?
Perm.
Perm?
Her or him. It would be,
Herm.
it's probably a him.
Hey, you never know the pronoun.
Makeup, a good makeup job on a 5 o'clock shadow does wonders for a boner.
So that's what you would fuck first. All right, Bob, next question.
Okay.
All right, I want to know, give me your worst stand-up comedy bomb night where nothing worked. People ripped you apart, they heckled you, they fucking booed you. Give me your worst one ever.
It was horrible. It was this year, and it was the Camelback High School 1980 class reunion.
Okay.
Where I went to a rival school.
Balls.
I didn't go to Camelback. I went to East High. I was Longhorn, and they needed a comedian. And they called me, and at the last minute, I said, "Well, sure, I'll be happy to." My same year that I graduated was 80, so I went, and it was like a cruise ship type. They were serving dinner on these round tables, and you couldn't hear really. It was a karaoke mic where you had one speaker. That one speaker with a bunch of cool flashing lights, a dance floor disco light.
Yeah.
And they had the mirror ball in a different area, but it kept going the whole time. They laughed at absolutely nothing, and this was good stuff. This was really good stuff.
And you got not one laugh from
the
anybody.
Next thing I know, they're clinking their glasses with their forks and stuff, and it started to spread. Ding, 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 and
to get you off?
The next thing I know, the guy comes up behind me, and it scared me. I go, ah! And he goes, "I think your time's up." And I just walked off. I handed him the mic and walked off. Did
anybody applaud you as you walked off?
No, they did not. They did not. The minute I handed him the microphone, I remember this. The minute I handed him the microphone, he said, "That's our comedian. Now for class pictures. Everybody in this year, line up on that side of the room." And we went right to class pictures. And they paid me though.
Yeah, that's all that matters in the end. Are you a reader? This
to
isn't one of your questions. Did crack rob you of your ability to read on a regular basis, or you still reading a book every stuff?
No, on the contrary.
Okay. Crack got you into it.
I love porn. I love porn.
Oh, everybody loves porn.
When I smoke crack, though, I only like to read porn. The Penthouse Forum letters and those dirty, filthy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
The letters that you buy. They have a whole genre of people that write horrible, filthy pornography.
I could do that.
And you got really into that when
oh fuck! When I was smoking crack. Yeah. Oh God, I did. No, yeah.
Anyways, what I was going to suggest after your story there about bombing, there is a book out right now called "Running the Light" by Sam Talent, who's a comedian. And I think you'd
Oh,
really
yeah.
enjoy it. The book's incredible. It's about a week basically in a stand-up comic's life that was big, and then he became a fucking loser, and now he's doing these like real shitty shows. Like he opens or one of his shows, a duck taking duck shit bingo is the opening act, where they put a duck in the middle of this tarp and everybody yells at it until it shits into a certain thing, and then wherever it shits, they get paid. And not only was duck shit bingo the opening act, but duck shit bingo got paid more than him.
What the fuck? That's
the book is fucking genius though, and I'm only about 100 pages in, but from your story, I think you get a real kick out of it. So look it up, Running the Light by Sam Talent.
Oh fuck! I did this one gig, 2010, I think, before I was violated and before I went back to prison it was at a seafood restaurant lounge.
There you go.
And it had this little stage, and it had a stool and a light that you bought at Home Depot that clipped on, kind of like a trouble light. And it clipped on. There was no microphone, so you had to yell your jokes. You had to yell whatever. And nobody was in the bar.
Yeah, no one's there for. It's like the worst place ever for stand-up. No one's there to laugh. They're just there for their thing.
Nobody. The bartender was the only one, and even he walked the room. Even he walked out. It was horrible.
All right, Bob, next question.
Yes.
You've answered this 100 times, but you've never answered it to me. What is your number? How much money would you require to suck a man's dick to completion? And how much money would you require to let a guy fuck you in the ass?
And give him your numbers.
My numbers are 50,000. I'd suck your dick.
Okay.
Or I believe it's 100,000. I'd take it in the ass.
Yeah, and let's also put in that he just changed the numbers last year after me making fun of him for a whole year. And said inflation, because it was, I think, 5,000.
It was 10,000.
10,000 to suck a dick, and I tried to explain to him that's not a lot of money. I mean, I can get a GoFundMe and get my dick sucked from him at any point.
Which he hasn't done yet.
Well, I don't really want to, but I'm just saying the possibility's there.
So, I mean, I'm talking realistically. I'm not talking what if. I mean, a lot of people, I've never fucking $1 billion. I ain't taking it in the ass. What are your real numbers?
Well, are there poppers involved?
You could do poppers, but you can't do anything else.
If poppers are involved, I would have to say, in order for me to blow somebody to completion, it would have to be a cut cock.
All right, you get a circumcised dick.
I can't do the anteater.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. That's extra.
They have to be groomed or smooth like a baby bird.
You want a good looking cock. You're not just sucking any old cock.
No. Got to be. I have to be a cock connoisseur or a cock or a snob, snob.
Yeah, you're a cock snob. If you're gonna suck a dick, it's gonna be a pretty one.
If it would be nice, pretty, I would say, gosh, what's my rent? My rent usually goes for about $700, and then poppers.
So 1 month's rent
and poppers and explain poppers for people that don't do drugs and don't hang out with gays.
It's really not a drug; it's an inhalant, I guess it is.
Yeah,
it's amyl nitrate.
That's right, amyl nitrate. Big in the community.
They used to call them whippets.
Oh, it's a drug. Let's not kid ourselves. It's
you can buy them anywhere.
It's just an accepted drug. Nothing makes you feel like that's not a drug.
Here's what I've been told.
You did it again.
It's described as.
My whole life, I will.
It's described as, poppers are described as when you're in, because I've done the poppers with my ex-wife and with an ex-girlfriend. You remember my ex-girlfriend, Jennifer?
Yeah, the one that hated me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she hated your guts for some reason, but we let you watch.
Did you like rape her or something?
No.
Didn't you do some weird rapey
I was
shit?
I was in the fucking living room, and Bob comes walking out
Yeah.
and calls me in there. She's tied to the bed and blindfolded.
Yeah, and then you went and ate her out without her noticing?
No, I didn't get. I started as soon as I got anywhere, like in between the pussy where I could see it.
Yeah.
The blindfold lifted up. She saw me and freaked the fuck out.
okay.
Get him the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry. Attempted rape.
I didn't touch anything.
That was attempted rape.
I thought I was only going back to watch and to look at the goods.
Yeah, no, but what if she didn't pull that blindfold off? What would have you done?
The blindfold slipped up.
Okay, but if it didn't, what would you have done?
I might have just looked at it real close. I might have flicked it with my finger.
I would have made you eat it and then fuck her. I love that so much.
I know you did. You called me back there, and this girl hated me.
Wait, are you a cuck? I mean, you pretty much just said, I love that so much to watch your friend fuck and eat out your girl. Yeah. So that does make you like you're into cucking.
Okay, there's two cucks. There's one type of cuck is one that likes to be verbally abused and belittled.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Okay.
I like to watch the multiple men bang the fuck out of either my girl or my ex-wife, and while I'm standing next to her, saying, "You like that, babe? You like all them cocks?"
Well, I mean, you're so you are a cuck, but you don't like the other connotation of it, where you're also a bitch, which I get that.
No. If they start getting crazy mouths with me, I would have to knock them out.
Nah, okay. I get it.
All right,
okay, so
I mean, we do need to point that out, that there are two different kinds of cucks in this world. Not all of them are the same. Some of them just like getting watched their wife blow, and the other ones, want to get told they have a small dick while it's happening. and for all you guys at home, Bob does not want to be told he has a small dick while he's fucking someone. So
no, I will fucking fuck you up if you fucking cuss.
All right, what's your next price? How much to take it in the ass? Rent and poppers for the blowjob.
Okay, how much to let somebody enter my butt?
Enter your butt.
That would have to be a little bit more money.
I'm even going to let that be a small dick. It'd be a tiny dick. Like let's not bring the pain into this, because I think a small dick's going to hurt. But
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you I would rather have it a large girth, not as large as yours. Geez, not a Louisville Slugger. No, because if you're gonna do it, you might as well fucking do it all the way. It would have to be in the thousands.
How many thousands? 1,000, 5,000?
Yeah, well, it all depends.
And as Chris says, there's thousands in a million.
It all depends. It really depends. The poppers are going to be involved as well. I would hope so.
All right, you got a barrel full of poppers, and the guy's lubing up his dick and says, "How much am I putting down?"
Holy fuck, that's a fucking scary deal. Jesus. Again, it's got to be a clean. No, I can't have
Same
an
dick.
anteater.
Same dick.
Same dick.
Yeah.
800.
So rent and lunch.
Yeah, rent and a good nice dinner, and the poppers.
Probably this. What's 8 plus 6?
14.
So probably a $1,400 night for me.
Yeah, you may as well knock out both in
8
one
plus
night.
7. No, your rent was 700, so you're making 1,500.
Oh yeah, well 15.
Damn, you already lowered it $100 without even thinking.
Okay, well, just give me installments.
All right, so now we have your numbers. They're a little bit lower than mine, and they're a lot lower than Jason's.
Hey, since you just turned 60, did you get your new wrinkle?
60.
Yeah, everybody knows, your butthole. Every 15 years, you get a new butthole wrinkle. Chris is at 3. I'm at 2. I'm getting my 3rd wrinkle, though, here in a couple years. How about you? Did you get that 4th butthole wrinkle?
Well, I'm sure I have to walk around with a cork because it's very loose back there.
Well, if you're
And
taking
I
in
don't
the
know if
ass
it's
for
even
800, Bob.
I don't even.
Yeah.
It's the Kegels. It's the Kegels I work on.
Yeah, you just in case. Just in case you go back to
Well-
prison, which I think brings him to this next question.
Okay.
All right, next
Well, you
question.
could go with either number 6 or 7 on this one, I guess.
I'm going with, well, I've already went with 7.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
I'm going with number 5. And this question is, and I need complete 100% honesty, because you spent all in all, what, about 10 of your years in prison?
12.
12. Did a guy ever suck your dick in prison?
Negative.
Negative.
No. No, that's like a weird a weird urban legend. In my 12 years of being down, being in prison, I never once. Well, I take that back. Once I saw some homosexual shit go on, but not once was I even tempted, or was I even approached, or even thought about it. And the reason is because out here in prison in Arizona, in the state prison where I started my little career, was it's real political, and that shit doesn't fly with whatever group you want to pick and run with, the white boys, the blacks, the Mexicans, or whatever. It doesn't run.
Okay, so if you do it, you're out.
Did you run with the Mexicans?
If you do it, yeah, you're fucked. They'll beat you to half a inch of your life. The federal system as well.
No, he ran with the whites. You ran with the whites, right?
Yeah.
Not the Mexicans?
I am half Mexican, half white, and I did run all white. Correct.
Oh, you traitor.
Now, did they try to make you become like a Aryan brother, racist kind of guy? Because you're not a racist person.
There's people that'll approach you inside. It all depends on how serious you want to do your time. There's a lot of people that choose that.
Well, yeah,
And,
if you're in there
it all
for a
depends.
long time and it's a matter of survival, you probably choose that, right?
Sometimes it all depends on what your ego wants to tell you and what you believe. But it's and how accepted you want to be and how violent the yard is. It's politics.
Yeah, I
It's
get
real
it.
politics.
Yeah, it seems
I,
fun to me outside of the whole violence.
I wish I could tell you a lot about my experience with the political part and with what happened. I've been to the fucking worst possible violent, bloodiest prisons in the federal system, and it's mind blowing. It scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, I bet it did.
It's something that you see on TV and sometimes in some really good prison movies, and it's like 10 times more real.
Yeah,
Fucking crazy.
so you just kind of did your time and minded your own business, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll find your niche. If you're not a threat to anybody, you'll be okay. But
Cool.
the first thing this old guy said to me once when I was first down, he goes, "Don't fuck with the punks," because there are punks in there. Punks are gays.
Oh, okay.
The chitterlings.
Chitterlings,
there
yeah.
are those. He says, don't fuck with the punks. Don't gamble, and don't call anybody a bitch.
Yeah, bitch is a real big one. Every prisoner I've ever been around after they got out, if you called them bitch, it meant a whole different thing than before they went in.
Oh, it's a fight.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that brings me to my next question.
Yes.
You get offered a job at $50 an hour, and this is a cash job, $50 an hour, $2,000 a week. Okay?
Yes.
But the company's owned by this real asshole who's kind of racist. And if you accept the job, your new name on the job will be Dirty Mexican. Now, you will, it'll be on the schedule as Dirty Mexican. I was originally going to put Dirty Beaner, but I didn't want to go that far with it. So, Dirty Mexican, hey,
I think
Dirty Mexican, I need you on line number 4. Dirty Mexican, go clean that up, or Dirty Mexican, file those papers. That will be your name the whole time you're there. Are you accepting the job?
I'm not a sensitive guy when it comes to that.
So you're accepting the job?
I would accept it, sure.
You wouldn't have any problem with everybody in the place thinking your name was Dirty Mexican?
I would think they would think that's not his actual name. I mean, I don't think anyone's out there thinking his mom named him Dirty Mexican.
No, but it reminds me of that movie. Have you ever seen the movie The Campaign?
The Campaign.
Will Ferrell.
A little bit.
Okay, well,
yeah, a little bit.
Well, this guy's dad was an old Southern racist politician guy, and he gave his Asian maid an extra $50 to talk like an old slave era black woman. Yes, boss, I got your dinner ready. He paid her an extra amount of money because he said that it reminded him of the good old days because he was a fucking crazy racist. And so there you see this Chinese woman opening the door. Yeah, Lordy, who's opening the door? You know, stuff like that. And she got paid an extra $50, and she did it. So I think that's one of the things that brought me to this question. So, hey, Dirty Mexican, you want to switch with me for my days off? I need Friday off. Will you work for me, you Dirty Mexican? I mean, you would take that, no problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm one of those guys that you could call me. I mean, I would absolutely take the job.
So even if it was Dirty Beaner, you would take that job.
Yeah. Anything that, even if they could call me Dirty Whore Bitch, I would still take it.
Yeah, $50 an hour. I'm taking the job.
That's good money. Yeah, that's good money.
Hey, but I would draw the line at Kamala.
The wrestler?
Biden, maybe.
All right, 2 more questions, and then we're going to get you off of here, Bob. Give me, you spent a lot of times in a fucking crack-induced haze and with hookers. I know this, and so do most of our listeners. But what is your very craziest sexual experience, anything you've ever actually done? Were you ever in a fucking giant gangbang? Were you ever, did you ever fuck a girl with like a couch leg or anything like, I mean, what is the craziest sexual thing you have ever done? And it's probably going to be when you were all cracked out.
You've been stuck on this couch leg recently.
It's a real thing.
Remember the couch in the miniature dachshund, Scooby?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, that's nothing. What was it? It was, oh my God.
You used to always make jokes about putting peanut butter on your nuts and letting Scooby go to town.
No, I don't like the smell of peanut butter, personally. I've done that. And they usually end up trying to chew. They'll lick, and then it's like, they want to bite, so it's not good. So I've done that. I was growled at by a Doberman when I was playing around with the Doberman's backside. Turned around and looked at me and went, showed me its teeth. See, that wasn't it. I think it was. Here it is. I was with my girlfriend. We were very serious at the time, and she enjoyed. This was when I was sober. Yes.
Wow.
Sober, and took her to an adult theater in Mesa.
Okay.
And they have a couples night where there's 2 theaters. One theater they shut off and give it. And there's only couples there, and then the other theaters for all the other freaky, usually every guy in town.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, and then at a certain time they open the doors and they mingle.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So she really was into the lifestyle. We were into the lifestyle of, swingers, and I was getting cucked, but I was directing. I told she was laying down on this. I think it was a leather couch. It was real leather, I think, and that makes the story so much better.
Was it Jennifer?
Anyway, no, it wasn't Jennifer.
Okay,
it was another gal.
Okay,
you might know her, but I won't tell her name.
Okay.
Anyway, so anyway, there must have been when a lady's in there and agrees to let everybody touch her, it's like a fucking piranha frenzy.
Oh, I know. It must be.
Oh my God, there are hands everywhere. And she was in heaven, it looked like, but I could barely see her through the waves of hands and thing. And so I really loved watching them finger bang her and maul her tits. And she really enjoyed it until somebody put a finger up her butt.
She didn't enjoy that.
It was startling to her. Okay? That's what she said. And then she became a germphobe, and then it kind of shut everybody down.
How many guys fucked her, Bob?
You know what? That's a great question. I think like 3.
3?
Yeah, I think like 3. Now,
And they all went bareback, didn't they?
Oh yeah, that's the only one way to swing. Raw dog.
So that was your craziest sexual night. That's pretty fucking freaky. I've never even done shit like that.
Oh, it's a whole different lifestyle, man. It's great.
The crack lifestyle?
No, he was sober at this time.
Oh, okay. Well, then what lifestyle?
Oh, yeah, I
just
was
a weird
sober.
lifestyle.
The total swinger.
Oh, the swinger lifestyle.
Fuck everybody kind of lifestyle.
The cuck life. You're trying to get into that, but you know.
No, I'm not. I don't want to go any further than I am now.
Okay.
I do want to go to one of those home parties and watch the orgy. I do want to do that.
Do a fishbowl party.
What's that?
A fishbowl party. Those that are in the lifestyle, you go to somebody's house, and first thing you do when you get inside is when you walk in, you meet you and your couple, you and your partner go in there, and then there's a big fishbowl or a big bowl, and you just put your keys in it. And when everybody's there, after everybody's there at the party that's supposed to be there, you drink a little bit, you're getting relaxed, you kind of know what's going on, but everything starts, and the hostess or the host will come up and say, okay, we're going to start, everybody. And they pick out they pick one person from you, either your girlfriend or whoever you came with, to go up to the glass bowl and pick out a set of keys. Now, whoever keys you do pick, you are paired up with that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you fucked whoever's keys you pulled
so
out.
it was like, you're drawing for your swinger of the night.
What would happen if you pulled out the keys and it was a fucking creature that you wouldn't have fucked for $1 million?
You just stand up and go, I quit. Fuck y'all. See you later.
Or do you do it anyway with respect to the lifestyle?
What, you get kicked out of the club?
Well, you'd never get invited to a party again.
Well, there's another group of freaks.
Happened.
Oh, it happened for you?
That's why the host or hostess definitely always has to invite the pretty people.
Oh, I got you. I want to go to a fishbowl party.
How the fuck did you go?
What's that?
How the fuck did you get there?
Oh, we drove.
No, fuck you. All right. No, how'd you get the invite, Ugly?
It in that circle. It was probably some of my friends. I'm trying to figure. You can belong to there's swinger groups online, like SLS, swingers lifestyle. I think that's what it's called. And every state has their own parties and their own. Oh
yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, but it's a good website. It's been around for years.
Yeah, they're everywhere. All right, Bob, this is my last question to you before we let you go.
Yes,
I want to know what everyday occurrence that normal people do pisses you off to no end. Mine is when people back into parking spaces. I hate them all, and I only wish bad things for them. What is it that most or a lot of people do, not everybody, but a lot of people do, that just infuriates you?
Tailgate me.
Tailgating?
Tailgate. I will take
like ride his tail on the highway. So you got road rage issues.
Yeah, no, that's the worst. I hate them. I hate their guts. I will kill their family.
Yeah, I'll hit my brakes a lot, or I'll just start going like 30 miles per hour, and then when they try to pass me, I'll speed up. You know, I'll play the whole fucking game.
Isn't that fun?
And I'm glad I don't have a concealed carry because I would probably wave a gun at them. But since I'm smart enough not to carry my gun, I don't do that. But I know if it was with me in that moment of rage, I would definitely wave my gun at them.
100%.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I can
I'd
relate.
pick off the tires. It doesn't. I've locked
Pick
them
off
up.
the tires.
I hate that. That's what I hate. I actually hate people that do that.
Yeah, you know, and if they ever do hit you, it's their fault. And all you have to do is say, like, there was a rabbit in the road. You know, no one can prove shit like that.
You had to lay on the brake. And...
Yeah, then you sue the shit out of them. But unfortunately, no one's actually ever hit me.
And probably most tailgaters, as in general, probably don't have enough insurance. That's a guess.
Nah, they're just psychos. The problem is the kind of person that tailgate is probably also the kind of guy that's going to beat your ass.
Or fucking shoot you,
Either way, I guess that's the chance you take.
They've probably done some time.
Yeah, psychos tailgate.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, that's it.
Yeah,
that's 7 crazy questions. And you know what? It's always great talking to you. And I will be in Arizona next year for my 15th high school reunion.
I mean, and he plans on avoiding you, but either way, he will be in Arizona.
No, there's a lot of people I'm going to avoid, but Bob won't be one of them. Although I've never hung around a sober Bob ever.
Yeah, it's funner this time. Man, I hope you look us up.
Keep telling yourself that, bud.
Yeah, no shit. I'll take you to a fishbowl party.
That's a bet. I'll have an extra day out there. The reunion shit is 2 days and 1 day for fishbowl.
Shouldn't you be taking a lady? This exchange might get weird.
I'm taking Chris. It'll be a gay bowl party.
I'm out.
That's fine. No, yeah, let me know how that goes, guys.
I'm out.
Yeah, we'll spread some monkeypox. I appreciate it, guys.
That's what real men do.
Bob, always nice talking to you, my man.
Thanks, you guys.
Later.
Late.
Bob Rocky there, guys. Bob Rocky. He's a good time every time.
I'm telling you, that guy. And the funny thing about, I've said this before when we talked to Bob, is he's not making any of it up.
No.
He had the craziest fucking life of anybody I've ever known.
Well, that's why it reminded me of that book when he's telling that story and just knowing his life, because that book's also, the guy's also an ex-con and like all sorts of other shit. And it's just like, man, this, when he was telling that story about the shitty like hell gig kind of thing, that's all this book is basically, is him going from hell gig to hell gig and trying not to kill himself, but trying to kill himself at the same time, basically.
That's Bob, yeah.
Bob.
Well, Bob, thanks for being on the show.
But this guy's still on the
We love
drugs.
you.
So.
Oh, yeah, Bob's not.
Yeah.
He's been clean for a while after the bank robbery thing.
After a small little mix-up with the bank robbery.
Yeah, that was all a misunderstanding.
I'm sure, you know.
But that was my friend Bob. So that was 7 crazy questions. First time we've ever done that little bit. I like it.
Yeah, we've asked some questions before. We never actually put it all together. But
yeah, with the little jazz fusion Primus thing. So
all right. Well, we're pretty far in, so we better get right into the.
You got an email?
The chunk of the show. Which would be this. I figured you can just asshole it and fuck you at the same time. So.
Oh yeah, I can.
It's basically the same kind.
And you know I am.
Yeah.
So first of all, I told you that fucking Beasley confessed to being old and his body hurt, and he ain't going on the next trip.
I think that's his excuse, but go on.
Yeah, he's never had an excuse before. He's never made one.
Maybe he's just sick of it. Maybe he doesn't have as much fun as he used to. You know what I mean? I don't know. Who cares?
I don't know. In this last trip, I think he had more fun than he's ever had. Fucking pouring 25-ounce shots for all
He did go really hard, though.
He went hard.
And then he puked a lot.
And I think he went home and probably hurt for a few days. That's what he said. My body can only do one trip a year.
See, I don't. He's older than me, I guess, but still not that much older.
He did puke a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people puked on that trip.
Puked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fine, though.
Did Nate puke?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of pukers. And there's probably some pukers that didn't want to admit they puked, too.
Yeah, someone puked behind the toilet.
One person who could never fucking say that he didn't puke. That's Shingo. Still,
one of these times
puking.
we got to have that Keyshawn appearance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that's what that was supposed to be. I need to look at it again.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I literally thought he did it, and I was angry.
You thought he did it?
Yes.
Why would you be angry?
Because that would be douchey.
Yeah, I did that.
I know. Well, you did it
Just
to make
run
fun
out
of
of
him, so
money.
that's different. But
Yeah.
I thought this motherfucker actually put that on the internet. I was angry. I don't know.
Keyshawn just said today that he goes, this guy Chris laughs at his own jokes. I've been laughing at my own jokes every time I tell one.
You're the captain of
No
laughing
one
at
laughs
your own
more.
jokes.
I know, and he's just figuring this out now.
Well, let's
can
also
tell a
admit it.
knock-knock
In a
joke and-
chat, you're not actually laughing out loud. Sometimes you will write something and then put LO after just to let them know, hey, I'm fucking around. This is a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that one it wasn't meant to be a joke. I was just like, hey, Beasley's not going
Oh,
because
you're just laughing 'cause
he's
he's
an old
old.
pussy.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah, but he's not
what a
going. Manetti's not going. There's a couple others not going. Yeah, it's paring it down. Paring it down.
Yeah, I think there'll probably be 8 of us on this
Whatever.
deal.
I'm gonna get drunk.
I know you are. I think you're one of the funnest drunks around because you get one of those happy, numb drunks
Numb.
that I like, where you're just kind of there.
Yeah, of
Where you're
course.
still functional, you're just there. That's how I am when I'm drunk sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't mind getting drunk. I don't do it as much as everybody else, though.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. All right, here's your would you rather.
I got a dumb tolerance for the amount that I don't do it.
Yeah, because last time we did that podcast with Matt, you got drunk real fast.
I drank a half bottle of whiskey in like 25 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
nothing
the
but-
problem. I drink
You
way
get
too
nothing
fast.
but respect for that. Nothing but respect for that.
It was monster drinks. It was growing up with, or not growing up. It's been in my 20s with Adam and fucking Miguel and the way they drink. Like I just started drinking like them when I do drink. So the drinks are ridiculously strong. And, you know, they can do it all night long because they're professionals. But, you know, I can do it for a little while and keep up. But I get drunk quick when you do that. You can't not.
No, you can't not. All right, here's your
Can't
would you
not.
rather.
Can't not's a good one.
Yeah, it's like accept.
It's cannot not. That's
Cannot not means you can.
double negative.
Yeah.
I learned something today. I'm not kidding when I said that I thought it was pronounced that way. I thought that was the proper.
Accept?
I really did, just because of the spelling, the two different spellings. I thought they were also
Oh,
pronounced
no.
different. No one's ever corrected me. I've been through college, not all the way through. Maybe that's
You've never
why.
heard somebody say, I can't accept this from you?
I probably just never cared. I understand what they're saying, but I didn't really.
I get it.
People talk different. You know what I mean? I at least want to know how to really say it. I'll continue to say it. Who gives a fuck? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
All
All right, would you rather? Get a big tattoo on your back.
All
Now,
right.
it's on your back.
Not a problem.
Most people won't see it
Okay.
because it's under your shirt.
Uh-huh.
But there'll be times that, you know, you're...
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah, things happen where your shirt's off. Okay, and this picture is, or this tattoo is a big, obviously gay guy. It's about this big. He's got a big cock in his hand and nuts and obviously like leather gay guy.
All right.
Okay, you're going to get that on your back.
Just a picture of
And
a
you're
gay
gonna-
dude?
And underneath it's going to say, I love cock.
Okay.
Okay? Or you're going to go to a meth clinic and you're going to eat the Band-Aids out of the garbage can.
God damn. That's disgusting.
Yeah, one garbage can in one exam room, and you're going to pull out, you know, a dozen, 2
shit.
dozen Band-Aids, and you're going to consume those Band-Aids from a meth clinic.
Oh, God. You know what? It makes it so much sicker after reading so many books recently about junkies and, like, how when they shoot up over and over and again, they get these giant abscesses that they just they pack with, like, tissue and stuff and then seal it and then change it instead of actually going to a doctor and then change the dressing every so often, but it's just there.
And I picked meth clinic because a lot of those people could have hepatitis or fucking AIDS or whatever.
If you're shooting, chances are you got hepatitis. Yeah. I mean, that's just almost every junkie gets hepatitis.
I love cock with a big gay guy on the back with a big boner.
Mm-hmm.
I love cock right above your asshole. Mm-hmm. Or you're eating a trash can full of
I'm going to go with the
Band-Aids.
tattoo. And, you know, I initially thought that this would be the one where I wouldn't get with the tattoo, but that is a pretty fucking wretched tattoo. But at the same time, I'm barely ever without my shirt on. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't you be freaked out because you know it's there?
Not as freaked out as I would be if I had Hep C or AIDS. You know what I mean? Like
No guarantee of that.
No, but come on. And I got to chew it on Band-Aids. Gross me out to begin with.
There's nothing grosser than a dirty Band-Aid.
But a meth head, like it's meth heads.
And heroin, yeah. You're at a methadone clinic.
Oh, methadone clinic.
Yeah,
I thought you
methadone
said a
clinic
meth
for heroin
clinic.
addicts.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. I know too much about heroin addicts. I can't. Like, I know what they're up to.
So you're getting the tattoo.
Yeah, I'm getting a tattoo.
All right, well, this was a real one this time.
What do you mean?
This wasn't a would you rather. This is actually going
Oh, I got to go do it.
We're going to call Lucas over here, and
Get over here, Luke.
you're going to get one of those one of the guys from Does That Make Me Gay? One of those two dudes there.
I want the bigger of the two.
They're going to have the leather straps on and a big, thick boner. And I love cock underneath. So I don't think there's anything grosser than a bandaid.
Yeah.
I don't want that tattoo.
No.
You probably have tattoos on your back already, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't? Just your arms and legs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see. So it would be a portrait there. I don't have any tattoos on my back either. Well, I have a couple up here, but I just don't physically think I could eat a strange person's Band-Aid, much less a garbage can full of them. So I guess I'm going with the tattoo. I don't want the tattoo. And I'm really going to fucking... It'll probably haunt me every day. Every time I take a shower and I turn around to dry myself off and I see a big boner or the gay dude, I want cock. It's going to bother me, but you're right. I don't want AIDS or Hep C.
Yeah, dude. I read like I said, I read this one book where this guy was shooting up in his ass over and over again to the point where it abscessed, and he would pack it with this stuff. It would soak in all the abscess and stuff, and he'd take it out and change it every 6 days. Well, not even that. No, he would take it out and change it every day because once a day he would shoot up in the abscess because apparently it hit harder and he could actually feel it where other places in his body couldn't feel because all of his veins were dead. And a lot of times when all their veins are dead at that point, they start skin popping and stuff.
Making my eyes water.
Exactly. It was so gross. They'd start skin popping and doing shit like that, which will get to where you need to be, but not as good,
right.
As if they're old school veins. Plus they're just chasing their fucking demons anyway. I don't know. Heroin addicts are so fucking out there, and the shit that they do as they're in the depths of their fucking destruction. I do want nothing to do with those Band-Aids. That's all I'm saying. You can fucking put that big giant dick in my back. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, me too.
I might let you fucking tattoo the dick on my back and then come right on it after I'm done. Use it as the cream. I'd still rather that than fucking shoot meth Band-Aids and heroin Band-Aids.
All garbage
Junkie
can
Band-Aids.
full.
Oh God.
I mean, you might get lucky and go on a day where there's no Band-Aids in there. But at the same time, they're all getting a methadone shot in there. Chances are there's a shit ton of Band-Aids, and they've all got that cotton ball stuck to it.
No, they probably saved the cotton ball because you need cotton balls to shoot up.
Yeah, you cook through the cotton ball.
Yeah, once they get real bad, they just use cigarette butts and stuff.
Do they really?
Oh, dude, I tell you, once you read, and once you get through this book, you'll know a little bit more because he goes into some gross stuff. But
does he?
There's another book I read called American Junkie where it's just ugh.
Yeah.
The description of it, you're just it's so gross.
Yeah. That's addiction for you, man.
Yeah, funny. Anyways.
I got a joke of the week. It's not one of my most offensive or anything, but I think it's funny. Haven't heard it in a while.
I hope you think it's funny, unless you wouldn't really want to tell it, right?
Right. Who knows if it's been told on this show before. Hey, listen, I'm going to get back real quick.
All right.
Our listens here always go up and down and up and down. And honestly, we don't really give a fuck. Of course, we'd want more listeners. We don't really care. But you motherfuckers need to subscribe and like and occasionally share one of these videos. If you don't want your family to see it, go to your little who you're sharing it to and take those people out of there. But help us out, you motherfuckers. We're just asking you to share a video or to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Anything to help us get a few more listeners. I think you can do that, and I don't think we're asking too much.
Another thing I'd like to know, when we do take a dip in listeners, we've kind of wondered why, and it's never that episode, because in order to listen to that episode, you'd have to download it or watch it. So therefore, no one really watched that episode, so it couldn't be that one.
Right.
So maybe you look at the one before or the one before, who knows? But either way, you guys should write us and say, hey, you know what I don't like is this. Don't do this anymore. And then we probably won't.
Yeah.
Shit
tell
like
us
that.
the boring stuff.
You can help us out. Like I said, listeners should be your producers at the same time.
I agree.
We'll give you what you want.
Eventually, we're going to
once we offer nothing you want, and then fuck off. Who cares?
Yeah, we're going to find the niche that launches us a little bit to the next level eventually.
Yeah, I want a shirt.
Once we figure this out. We haven't figured it out yet, but eventually we will, and then we'll remember the fuckers who helped us get there.
Yeah.
Pay your car off or something.
Yeah, one of these days, Harry Guy's going to be just as fucking
famous
as High Pitch Eric.
I mean, it's going to be famous dork like High Pitch Eric.
That's what I mean. Like,
But,
you can be.
He will be our High Pitch Eric.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He'll be our Stuttering John.
But we need an Eric the Midget. We need we need all sorts of other stuff. So
We like
come on.
freaks. All right, so here's the joke. This couple starts dating, and they're very religious, and they're definitely into the no sex before marriage thing, and then they just, they don't believe in it. They're going to wait till they're married, and on their wedding night, they're getting ready to get married, and the woman says, look, before we get married, I do have to tell you, there's a couple things, give you an opportunity to change your mind if you want. I'm religious now, but I wasn't before. I've had a lot of sexual partners, and my stuff down there is a little bit funky.
Mm-hmm.
And then I changed my ways, and I became religious and found God, and now I don't believe it. He goes, well, I love you, and it doesn't really matter. She goes, well, you have any secrets for me? And he said, well, to be honest with you, I thought this would kill it, but I'm hung like a baby. And I didn't know if I should tell you that before, because then you might not want to marry me and spend your life with me. And she said, no, I love you too. So they get married, and they go in the thing, and he pulls her dress off and pulls her underwear down, and she has got this chewed up, beat up pussy that you ain't never seen before. It looks like just a pile of dog food sitting on her. You know what I mean? There's lips everywhere, and it's fucking gross.
There's lips everywhere.
Yeah, fucking lips everywhere. And she waits for his reaction, and he kind of look at it and says, no, I love you. We're going to do it anyway. And all of a sudden he pulls his pants down, and he's got this monster fucking cock. It's the biggest cock you ever saw in your fucking life. And she said, she goes, hey, you lied to me. And he said, what do you mean I didn't lie? And she said, you said you were hung like a baby. He said, I am. 14 inches, 8 pounds, 4 ounces. Little penis joke for you.
Little penis juice. Stop. That tapping's going to drive me goddamn crazy when I go back and listen to this show.
You know me. It's either hold a dick in my hand or tap.
Well, then hold the dick. The dick's silent.
When somebody like me who has a fucking fixation and I have to have something in my hands, you put drumsticks on the fucking table?
I didn't put those there.
Well, I'm going to...
Do you think I put this shit on the table? This is my kid put shit on the table.
This number. Yeah, so that's my joke of the week. And tune in, fuckers, and help the podcast along. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Share it.
I'd like you better.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, this week, since I have nothing because I'm like the nicest person in the world and I never have issues with anyone
You are.
because I'm just well balanced and everything, pretty much a perfect human. Chris has 2 of them. So go ahead.
Well, I have a fuck you. I have a fuck you and an asshole.
Yeah, but a fuck you can be to the asshole. So,
my first fuck you, even though I kind of agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Goodell,
Okay.
NFL commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
A year ago or years back, he decides that disciplines must be handled by an outside party who's not invited or associated with the NFL. So he goes out and he hires a judge, similar to what Major League Baseball did a long time ago.
Yeah, the idea was to get a
Kennesaw,
non-biased arbitrator, basically.
Right. And Goodell went out and found this guy, this judge.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it a lady?
Or woman. It's a woman, yeah. He found this woman, and he said she's going to be perfect, blah, blah, blah. We're going to let her decide. And even though I agree with him, she gives Deshaun Watson 6 games.
Yeah.
He is now taking her to court. Taking it to court because he disagrees with her decision.
He's not taking it to court.
He's filing appeals on it.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And it's going to end up in a court.
Not a real court.
Not a real court, but a court that's going to be binding.
No, just their NFL court. This is weird. Like, me and Matt have been talking about this because as far as it's a union thing.
Yeah, but he picked this one.
Let me talk. He the whole story basically is, the players union and everything else didn't want Goodell to be the all-knowing God figure and decide every single decision. So they kind of all agreed, now we're going to get someone that's going to be like an arbitrator. But there was nothing, I guess, that held them to this. All right. In the end, the NFL could look at the arbitrator, take her decision and go, we're going to go to another arbitrator. And then they can go with that second one. And there's no recourse. It don't really make any sense. I don't know how the NFL player union let them get away with this. Now, the problem is the NFL Players Union wanted no games. They didn't want a suspension. No charges, no suspension, blah, blah, blah. All right. The NFL at first wanted a year suspension and indefinite, so maybe never. You know what I mean? They just wanted to wait for the whole thing to play out before they made a decision one way or the other. Then apparently during the middle of their discussions and while this was going on, the NFL decided they would take 12. All right. Deshaun Watson's people said they would take 4. And then the lady guy maybe meet at 8, but she went with 6. So, and apparently she only got evidence. She could only base her decision off 5 cases, only 5 of the 20 whatever cases. You know, his people made their argument. Their people made their argument. She made her decision. I mean, regardless what you think of that decision, I feel like they should have had to stick with that decision.
That's why
and
fuck you to Goodell.
And yeah, of course. And then at first I thought, well, they don't have a choice like you did, and like it's going to go to court, but they're still going to win, whatever. But it sounds like in the end, Goodell can pretty much do any goddamn thing he wants to do still.
It kind of seems that way.
And so everybody thought he was going to do it. Well, now he's found another judge, and they're going to look at it. So who knows? In the end, I got a feeling he's going to do more than 6 games is all I think. When it's all said and done, I don't think he's going to get the full season, but I think he's going to probably get closer to that 12 than he is that
yeah, but my question
6.
is when the season starts.
But it's fucked up.
Since it's in the middle of litigation, as you would, you know what I'm saying? Is he going to be able to start playing while waiting for the results?
Yeah, I would imagine during that. I think the results are going to come out a lot quicker than that. But yeah, by week 7, if they still haven't came with the results, well, then the 6-game thing would be in effect, I would imagine. But
Yeah,
I don't know. The whole thing's fucked up. I mean, why waste your time going to get an arbitrator if you're just going to say, fuck it? I don't get it. I don't understand how the players union even lets that happen. Maybe I'm missing something here, but that's the way I've heard it, you know, through all the sports people.
Yeah.
It don't make any sense to me. But yeah, fuck Goodell to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck Goodell. And my second fuck you, this is one of those that I don't know if it's credible, but it was from a news website that is usually at least accurate. Not, you know. My fuck you is Ben Roethlisberger.
No, not credible.
That's not true?
No.
Okay. Well, then I won't fuck him.
Yeah,
Where he said sexual predators shouldn't be allowed as a face of your league. That's not real?
no.
Okay, good.
No.
I saw it on 2 different sites, and I read it, and they said they actually asked a whole bunch of NFL veterans, you know, what they thought about this, and that was Roethlisberger's. But if it's wrong, then I retract the fuck you.
I hope I'm wrong. But fuck him anyway. He's a rapist.
I know. But I mean, how ironic would that be?
Yeah, super. But you see that every day.
Yeah.
Fucking hypocrites.
Like I'm hearing every day that Michael J. Fox is dead. Hey, let's update the death pool real quick.
Oh, Michael J. Fox isn't on it.
Oh, no, he's
But
not dead.
we did have a couple people that scored. Now, Daddy White is on the board. He had Vin Scully. He died last week, I believe, and he was 94 years old. So
One of the best baseball announcers of all time.
I guess. But Daddy White gets 6 points. That's all that matters. I don't give a fuck about his baseball announcing ability. Just Daddy White is on the board, which, you know, a lot of people never even end up on the board. So that in itself is an honor.
Yeah.
To make the board. Also on the board is Get Pussy. Get Pussy had Bill Russell. Bill Russell died at 88 years old. Get Pussy gets 12 points. That puts him in second place. Me and Alex are still tied for first place with Meatloaf.
Meatloaf was like 30-something, right?
It was like 37, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meatloaf was a big score.
Yeah, Meatloaf's a big score.
Yeah, you don't get that much.
Hey, Macaulay, help me out.
But there are, you know, don't give up, guys. There's 4 or 5 months left in the year. Some people are going to die. Maybe you got them on your list.
I think I got on the board last year.
No one had James Caan.
Nobody had James Caan.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And you know what? Nobody had fucking Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Nobody had him.
That would have been a big one.
And the fucking guy with the gray wings, the other mob guy. From
Paulie Walnuts?
Yeah.
No one had Paulie Walnuts.
No one had him
No one
either.
knows his real name either.
I don't.
It's Paulie Walnuts as far as I'm concerned.
I want to say Tony something. Aren't all Italian people named Tony?
Yeah, it's Tony.
Or Paulie or something. Yeah, but nobody had any of these people. A lot of missed opportunities here. I mean, we lost 5 or 6 famous people. Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek. If there was any Star Trek nerds, like if Kevin Connor had one, she might have been on there.
Kevin Connor had one.
Oh, he did?
He's on there.
And he didn't
He had
have
some
her.
weird people. Remember, he had AOC.
Oh, yeah, he had
Yeah,
a.
he has a couple weird ones on
That'll
there.
win it for him.
She's a youngin'.
Yeah, she's a youngin'.
Yeah, she don't die, you know, whatever.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I want to see how that career ends up going, just a wonder. Anyways, yep, that's it this week. Until next week, I suggest that, you know, you probably go fuck yourself.
Unless you subscribe, then you don't fuck yourself.
And then fuck yourself anyways.
Big thanks to Bob for joining us today, and
Bob's
we'll
the
try
man.
to have a guest on next week, because you see, people seem to like us more when we have a guest.
It just, I think, freshens things up.
It does.
All right.
See ya.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share. Fuck off. Fuck off.